Whiplash is like a layman's term for the medical term, cervical acceleration deacceleration. So what happens is the head, though, literally does get whipped back and forth in a short amount of time. And what will happen is we're supposed to have a good curve up there like this, but at the end of that accident, a lot of times what I'll see in the office when we take an x-ray is the curve is reversed. And if you don't get in there and do therapy and rehab and adjustments to try to get the curve back in the neck, then the weight of your head coming down on those bones for the rest of your life will start to cause arthritis and start to break these areas down. And that's something you don't want.
Okay, so if I come to you, if I'm in a car accident, how long does it take on average for me to come, and how many times do I have to come, and how quickly can I feel better if you can?
Well, it's difficult to say because every case is different, but I do recommend that you start immediately. It's frustrating. Most of the time people end up in the emergency room after a car accident, even if there's not anything broken. And the emergency room doctors, they're great at saving lives, but if there's nothing broken or there's no blood, they're going to just send you home and say, hey, everything's fine. Unfortunately, people hear that sometimes and they say, well, maybe I don't need to go for any follow-up care or go to the chiropractor. But the problem just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. And if they wait several weeks before they see me, the body is already healing wrong. It's healing with scar tissue in those muscles. So it's important that you get in immediately for a chiropractic evaluation following a motor vehicle accident.
Okay. Now, a dollars and cents question. How does that work with my insurance?
Right. Well, that's not really my expertise. I have staff that have the answer to those questions. I do know that Florida is what's called a no-fault state, which means that if you have automobile insurance in the state of Florida, you've got medical coverage there between 80 and 100% that will cover your medical bills. So, if you don't have even if you don't have health insurance, you've got some kind of medical coverage. If you have health insurance on top of that, it may cover it 100%, and it's almost always 100% if it's not your fault, because the other person's insurance should take care of it. So don't let that be a deterrent from getting in and getting checked and evaluated. I always do a free consultation, and we always let you know up front what our fees would be, so that shouldn't be a worry.
Okay, so they can just call and your staff will help them to see which insurance they have and and take care of all that.
Right,
okay.
Yeah, that's something that we'll explain to you.